Good afternoon. Here is the national news from BGI TV, Baba Kagede Imo TV. I am yours faithfully, Mori Rebida Lawal. First are the major headlines for the national news. ASU taps FG as negotiations begins today. Lai Mohammed blames social media for money ritual. Fight dirty comment, I was misunderstood. Tinubu. Fuel subsidy. Labour fumes as IMF warns FG against fresh borrowings. New tenant kidnapped 3 children 24 hours after moving in. And last story, drama as killer of his girlfriend, Unijos students, goes down in courts. The news in detail. Minister of Labour and Employment, Dr. Chris Ngige, is expected to meet the leadership of the Academic Staff Union of Universities on Tuesday today as part of efforts aimed at ending the union's ongoing strike. This is coming as the National Association of Nigerian Students directed its members to block major federal roads in the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory on February 28, 2022 in protest against the ongoing strike. The spokesman of the Ministry of Labour and Employment, Charles Akman, confirmed the proposed meeting to correspondents on Monday. The minister will meet with the ASU on Tuesday by 1 p.m. It will be at the ministry's office, Akman said. ASU declared a 4-week nationwide strike on February 14, 2022, when the federal government failed to grant its demands. Some of the union's demands, which are yet to be met, are funding of revitalization of public universities and academic allowances, university transparency and accountability solution, promotion areas, renegotiation of 2009 ASU-FGN agreement, and the inconsistency in the integrated payroll and personnel information system payments. While stating these expectations for the meeting, ASU chairman, University of Lagos chapter, Dr. Dele Ashiru, urged the government to commence the implementation of the 2009 ASU-FG agreement. To the next story from the presidency angle, information reaching Niger News House says that Lai Mohammed blamed social media for money ritual. President Muhammadu Buhari regime on Monday vowed to continue to regulate the social media space, stating that culprits learned the tricks of money rituals from those platforms. The Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed in Abuja, said that some culprits confessed to learning the skills from social media platforms. Mr. Mohammed said these had given further impetus to the government campaign to rid social media of harmful content. Call it social media regulation or whatever. No serious nation today will allow its social media space to be suffused with dangerous content. As we have said many times, we have no intention to stifle the media or constrict the social media space. But we will not relent in our effort to ensure a responsible use of social media, he said. The minister said the Buhari regime plans to inaugurate a national sensitization campaign against ritual murders. Citing the recent incident of money rituals, Mr. Mohammed said, one of them said they learned about using human parts for money rituals from social media. In raising national awareness on the scourge, he said the National Orientation Agency, NOAA, was already partnering with religious and traditional organizations and non-governmental organizations, NGOs. The minister noted that some had blamed Nollywood for the scourge for featuring money rituals in some of its movies, which negatively influenced vulnerable youth. To mitigate this, Mr. Mohammed said he had directed the National Film and Video Censor Board to consider the issue while performing its role of censoring and classifying films and videos. Bola Tinubu, an All Progressive Congress APC presidential aspirant, has reacted to reports of him saying he is ready to get dirty to fulfill his ambition of becoming Nigeria's president in 2023. Tinubu insisted that he never said he would fight dirty to achieve his presidential ambition, adding that the remark was misunderstood. While speaking on Sunday when he visited Lekon Balogun, the Olubadan designate in Ibadan, the APC national leader had said no intimidation or blackmail can stop him, adding that he is ready to get dirty. However, a statement by Tinubu's media aide, Tunde Rahman, said the former governor of Lagos State was quoted out of context. Rahman said Tinubu made the get dirty comment in response to insult thrown at him after he made his intentions to run for the presidency public. He explained that the APC national leader said he has accepted the insult thrown at him for opting to run for the presidency as one of the prices he has to pay. Sadly, the wrong headline and story have been latched on by some online platforms, blogs, and commentators to pour invective on Asiwaju Tinubu. These commentaries and remarks are unfortunate because they are groundless, misinformed, and misdirected. Hence, this clarification has become imperative. Tinubu recently made public his intention to run for presidency in 2023. Moving to another story of fuel scarcity in Nigeria. Following the federal government plan to extend the fuel subsidy regime by 18 months, the International Monetary Fund has said Nigeria will likely depend on overdraft from the Central Bank of Nigeria to fund its proposed 2.55 trillion naira petrol subsidy bill. The IMF said this in its Nigeria Selected Issues paper report, which was prepared by a staff team of the fund as background documentation for its periodic consultation with Nigeria. According to the report, fuel subsidy negatively affect the country's fiscal position, increasing fiscal deficits. The Washington-based lender said implicit fuel subsidies have a significant negative impact on Nigeria's fiscal position, which is estimated to increase the overall fiscal deficit by around 1 percentage point of the gross domestic product in 2021. So another tragic one. 2 women had reportedly kidnapped 3 children barely 24 hours after moving into a new apartment at Ajumo area of Ogun. The incident was reported to have happened at Ishekiri Street, Ajumo, Ogun State. Platform Times gathered that the tenant disappeared with the children on Friday evening. A source who reside in the area, named with L, disclosed that the women, said to be in their 30s, moved into a one-room apartment in the compound on February 17. The source said the women claimed that they were students of a school based in Ikeja, Lagos, and would stay at the apartment for 3 weeks pending the conclusion of their examination. The source, however, noted that the name of the school was not given. The source narrated that the women were said to have acted very friendly with the residents of the compound within the short time they spent there. According to the source, on Friday evening, the women reportedly asked to take a walk with the children to get a shop in the neighborhood. However, after a short while, a search began for the new tenant and the children, but they were nowhere to be found. The case has been reported to the Ajumo police station. Grace, wife of one Kingsley Peter, said her husband was arrested and that the officers at Ajumo police station have refused to release him. Despite arresting the barber who introduced the suspect to her husband. When contacted, the Ogun police spokesperson, Abimbola Oyemi, confirmed the incident but said he had not received information on any arrest. He, however, said some persons were invited. He said, "We heard about it. The case is under investigation. The kidnappers came to rent an apartment in the building they recently parked into that place, and other occupants of the house never knew that they had a game plan. Since they came into the house, they started playing with all its children, showing signs of a good neighbor. The parents relaxed, thinking that they are good people, not until they ran away with about 3 kids from that same place." And to the last story, Moses Oko, his suspect, alleged to have killed his girlfriend Jennifer Anthony, a 300-level student of the University of Jos, went dumb when he was led into the witness box to commence his formal arraignment on Monday. The suspect was led into the court while his counsel was already in. The parents of the suspect later joined him in court. They were communicating among themselves while other cases were being treated. But the drama began as soon as the case file of the suspect was called and he was asked to move into the witness box to take an oath. Oko refused to walk on his own, pretending not to understand what was going on. However, he was helped to the witness box by the correctional officer that brought him to the court. On reaching the witness box, the court clerk called his name to know if he understood the English language or Hausa language, so as to know how to administer the oath for him, but did not respond and instead kept staring at the court without uttering a word. Everyone in the court was baffled as the court clerk called him several times, but he did not respond. Counsel to the defendant, Barrister Alex Mullen, then came up with an argument that the sanity of his client is unstable. It appears the weight of charges slammed on him is too heavy for him to bear and as a result has developed imbalanced mental conditions, said Mullen. That was the national news from BGI TV, but before we go, a quick recap of the headlines once again. Strike, ASU tax FG as negotiations begin today. Lai Mohammed blames social media for money ritual. We also brought to you 2023 5 dirty comments. I was misunderstood. Tinubu. Fuel subsidy. Labour fumes as IMF warns FG against fresh borrowings. We also brought to you a very disheartening one. New tenant kidnapped 3 children 24 hours after moving in. And lastly, drama as killer of his girlfriend, Unijos student, goes down in court. For more updates on our YouTube channel, the handle is Babagede Imo TV. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell for more updates of our broadcast. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page to enjoy our broadcast as well. On Instagram, Bagede Imo _22. For other placement of your goods and services, coverage of event and function, do call the phone number streaming on your screen. Thank you for watching. I am Mobiri Rabi Babawal.
Oh, na, na, na. If you want to know what's going on in city, or you want to listen to the latest news and gist, no stress, oh, just tune to BGI TV. BGI TV, you're one in a million.